My name is Ashley Feltman, and I chose to review information provided in topographical maps. So, a topographical map is a map that uses contour lines to depict elevation levels. It's a two-dimensional map showing three-dimensional elements of the Earth's surface. It helps describe the slopes, and is used to show mountains and hills that you would normally not see on a regular map. Some maps include geographic features such as roads, railroads, rivers, streams, lakes, boundaries, places or feature names, towns, trails, or other geographic features. We use symbols to represent structures, and they can have latitude or longitude lines. And we also use different scales, such as the verbal scale, the bar scale, and the ratio scale. So what are contour lines? Contour lines are lines on a map that describe elevation levels and connect elevation points. They are usually in reference to sea level, and they indicate mountain heights, steepness of slopes, and depths of the oceans. We use contour intervals for levels of elevations, and they never cross one another. Every fourth or fifth contour line is darker and is called index contours. Lines that are closer together indicate a steeper slope, and lines that are widely spread indicate gentler slopes. Closed-off lines indicate a mountain peak or a depression, and they usually make a V around streams or rivers, with a pointed section going upstream. What do certain symbols or colors usually represent? So we use many different colors, and sometimes they aren't all the same. But some examples of basic colors we use are blue for water, red for major highways, green indicates wooded areas, brown are the contour lines. We use black for cultural features, pink or gray shaded areas represent urban areas, and purple shaded areas represent revisions to older maps. We also use many different symbols to represent structures and geographical elements. Symbol examples include tents for campsites, picnic tables for picnic areas, and dotted areas for sand. These maps will also have latitude and longitude. They section off the quadrangles, and the latitude sections off the north and south edges, and the longitude sections off the east and west. Latitude and longitude are given in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Every 60 seconds equals 1 minute, and every 60 minutes equals 1 degree. Latitude, which is the east to west, at 0 degrees is the equator. Longitude, which is north to south, at 0 degrees is the prime meridian. Quadrangles are located on the corners of maps and usually state the state, the town names, or other features. Map scales on topographs have verbal scales, bar scales, or ratio scales. So the verbal scale indicates the words and distance a map represents on ground distance. On a bar scale, or graphical scale, this scale indicated by the line that represents feet, miles, meters, or kilometers. And the ratio scale is a fractional scale and uses ratios and fractions to indicate the distance represented. For example, 1 inch equals 60,000 inches. And there's an example with the picture over here. And we use topographical maps to understand the layout of an area, and the contour lines are used to draw vertical shapes of slopes, and sometimes vertical exaggeration is made in these drawings. To avoid vertical exaggeration on your graph, use intervals on the axis lines that are the same. These are my works cited, and here are my image links. Good luck on the final.